So say, for example, here, me and this lady down here, we're both competing for the same business. We got similar service, we got similar skills, but she is offering, if you go with her, you'll get a free vacation, a free holiday. And if you come with me, I'm going to give you great support and great customer service. So who are you going to choose? Like, she's going to crush me. She's going to win every time. Does that make sense? So you're basically giving them a reason to choose you. And you might think, okay, well, so if we talk about these hotels, resorts, why would hotels and resorts want to have anything to do with this? And the reason why is because, and what most people don't understand about the hotel industry is this thing called vacancy. Okay, so the average hotel or resort has a 30 to 40% vacancy, meaning that 60 to 70% of the time they're full. Obviously, there's some weeks of the year, like Christmas and stuff, pretty much everyone's chockers, but other than that, they're running at like 30% vacancy as a general rule. Okay, so what they do know is if we put people together, like we put people in those rooms, they go along and they spend money on whether it's, even if they got the room for free, they might spend money on breakfast, on dinner. They might buy wine there. They could book a trip, that kind of stuff. By putting a couple in there or a family in that room that they were going to make nothing on, they might now make a couple $100. And if they do that times 10 in a week or times 20, then all of a sudden it starts to add up as another income stream. It's just basically their dead inventory is what we're giving away. So that's basically, how it works. So it's an amazing win-win-win. So whereas the hotel wins, the business owner wins, and also the customer wins. And I'll show you how this works. So we spoke about this already. The hotel and resort wins because these were dead rooms. They weren't sold. So they've got their existing costs already, whether it's maintenance, cleaning staff, all that kind of stuff. They've already got those sunken costs. So anything that they can do to get additional revenue on that vacant 30 or 40%, they'll do it. And really, there's hundreds or thousands of resorts and hotels around the world that are willing to do this. So they know that you're worth a couple $100 if you go into that room. So you as a business owner wins because now instead of we have the best price or we have the best customer service, it's like, no, we have a wow offer. We have an amazing, amazing incentive. We have an amazing reason to choose us. So we're still going to give you a great price. We're still going to give you great service, but for becoming our valued customer, we'd also like to reward you. And for this month only, we've got, a bonus 7 nights in Fiji, as an example, that kind of stuff. So, and you'll make more profit out of it because you're not competing on price, and you'll also get more and more referrals. So I think you can start to see why this ends up going absolutely nuts. And the customer always wins because they're just stoked about it, that they were going to do something anyway, and then they made that decision and they got a free holiday, free vacation. And then the viral component of this is nuts because they're literally telling everyone about you because everyone they know knows that they're going off to Vanuatu or Gold Coast or wherever it is they're going, and then they start telling people about it. And so just a viral nature of the business happens for you. Now, there's multiple ways of doing it. I'm going to break down, so to make it very, very usable, what's some main ways that you can do this, within your business? So 7 common ways. The first thing is buy our big ticket item. So whether it's like, a $2,000 course, or buy a car, or if you've got a small business, like for example, a restaurant, it might be, it could be like a coffee club card, buy 5 or 10 meals with us and you'll get this kind of thing. It can't be a small ticket item. And the reason why is because it doesn't have believability. So if you say buy my $50 report and you're going to get a $1,000 vacation holiday, there's that doesn't have that believability about it. So that's why we want to associate it with big ticket items as a general rule. So buy this and get that, just as the bonus. The second one, within that mortgage industry that I showed you, is switch to us. So most people are focused on, the new people entering the market. But who has your competitors before you? Who has your customers before you? So it's your competitors. So one thing you can do is lure the competition away, and it's switch to us and get a free whatever. Does that make sense? So then you can basically target your competition. I used to swap ideas with this marketing consultant and a guy by the name of Tony McCausland. And he had this saying. He said, "What's the absolute worst thing that your competition can do to you? And do it to them." It's pretty smart, isn't it? It's pretty ruthless, but very, very smart. So this is kind of like, this is playing the game at a completely different level. So this is like, switch to us and get a free whatever. And I've seen gyms, for example, doing this successfully. So mortgage industry. Doesn't really matter. If someone else has got your competition, if you've got your customers, your competitors have got it, you can get them to come across with this kind of strategy. Okay, this one's used in e-commerce a lot. So say, for example, you've got $30, $50, $70 type strategy, price points. So you need a strategy to come up with that. So that's where you can say X lucky customers this month are going to win, and whatever the trip is. And so then they're getting excited about it, and they're more likely to buy because they want to. People are actually sometimes more excited about the chance to win something than they are about the actual thing themselves. And then if they do win it, they're then telling everyone, "Hey, I won a free trip to Fiji in this example from and your website." Okay, and then when the people do go away, you share their photos and their stories, and you put it on your social media, and it just starts spreading around and around and around. The viral component of this is absolutely nuts. Another one is urgency, especially for people who have got like longer sales cycles. And sometimes this happens in like the B2B space, but it also happens in B2C. An example, like a gym that was in Adelaide. So this guy, like the standard process in the gym is do our free trial and then say 7-day free trial or whatever, and then sign up for month to month. But then people might go for 2 or 3 months and then they quit. So what they did here was like increase the average order value and get scarcity and urgency in decisions. So what was better than like try it free and then go to month by month by month, there's like, get a 6-month membership, and as a bonus, you'll get 3 nights in the Gold Coast or whatever it is, that kind of thing. So he increased the average order value and gave scarcity and urgency. So for example, for the month of November, if you do this, so people were thinking like, but it really got a spike by the end of the month because people were thinking about it. They're talking to the hubby, talking to the missus, whatever. And then at the end, they didn't want to miss out on the bonus. They didn't want to miss out on the free vacation. So that's a great way of doing it. Number 5 is you can reward your team. So there's rules around this, like with the service I'm going to show you, but you can make it part of their annual bonus where you're going to give them a trip, that kind of stuff. So it's not talking about flights, it's talking about the hotel room at a luxury hotel or resort. So you can make it, if they meet certain objectives, they can get this bonus. It's a great way of getting everyone excited and on board. The rules are you just can't give the same person more than one trip in 1 year. Okay. Number 6, so I'm doing this with a tech startup that I'm doing at the moment, which is partner with us and we'll give you a free vacation, free holiday, that kind of thing. So that's a really, really great one. If they're thinking about it, they're not sure whether to go or not, people are getting across the line, just for this. So it's a really, 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 really amazing. And number 7, and we've spoken about this already, which is just drive more profit. So we don't want to compete on price to the bottom. We don't want to slash our prices. We just want to drive more profit.